but I think just to expound on that question, I look at it like life is spirituality. There's not a separation between us living life and how God intervenes or works within our lives. I think the perspective that is shared from my perspective is quite simple. I think that mankind has a way of centering themselves around life rather than centering themselves around or centering God. Putting God first or within the center of the focal point of how we should perceive and receive things. So it's not like I wouldn't say, yeah, every day I wake up, every dream I have, every time I breathe, every time I have the ability to survive another day, that's an indication to me that God is working in my life and on my behalf. So yeah, I think every time I wake up is that moment.
You on a definitely divinely guided 24/7. You're saying that you feel divinely guided 24/7 just because you experience life as a spiritual experience, not just a day to day, oh, let me just tap in when I need to type deal.
Yeah, I would say like for not just me, you and every human on earth. I think where do you go when you sleep? That's the first indication. When you fall asleep, is the first indication of the spirit separating itself from the body because you no longer have control over the physical body at that point.
Right. Yeah.
But regardless of that, you get into a state of dreaming, and even science can't really understand or tell you what dreaming is. But when you are dreaming, and I'm sure you've probably, and I'm going to ask you, when you go to sleep and you dream, where do you think you are?
Anywhere in time and space.
Okay, so it's not the waking world, so it's
Exactly.
some other
Yeah.
iteration of something, right?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
in the Bible, what we learn a lot about throughout the course of it is that a lot of the times where God is gifting someone with a vision, it's within their dreams. So when John, for example, was given the revelations of the end of the world, he was called up in the spirit.
Yeah.
Which means that to us, he was sleeping. He was dreaming, right? His body was still on earth, but he himself was in the heavens, learning about the revelations that were to come. Same with Enoch, same with various people throughout the Bible.